It is 9:46, and look, we all know losing weight, it's not easy, and you have to stay dedicated to the cause and keeping to plans. Well, the people of Compass Fat Loss are helping their clients lose weight and, more importantly, keep it off. Joining us, we want you to see and say hello to Dr. Eric Kusher and John Zubretsky, a patient, and we're going to show you the before picture in just a second, but the thin man on the end is here to tell us about Compass Fat Loss. And it's a supervised program from moment one to moment last, right?
Every single day.
Take us through what you do and what makes it different.
Well, there's a few things. Number one, patients are eating real food. So they shop at the grocery store, they learn how to prepare foods themselves, they can eat at restaurants, but there's no packaged foods or processed foods or shakes or bars or things like that. So it's sustainable into the future. Once we teach them the lifestyle changes, they can carry them forward and maintain their weight loss for life.
We always talk about diet and exercise being hand in hand, but you incorporate teaching as maybe the third leg of the tripod, right?
Teaching is. I mean, patients need to be educated in order to maintain what they've achieved. And the exercise part of it's really simple. We do very little during the first 6 weeks, and then we actually use some DNA analysis to build out a custom profile for each and every patient.
Okay, John, doctor says that the losing weight, at least in terms of the diet and the exercise, is simple. Was the teaching hard?
Not particularly hard. I think if you stick to the plan, and I think if you know your way around a kitchen, you can do pretty well with it.
Which
quickly.
You did? You and your wife?
We do.
Okay.
Taught by my father how to look in the refrigerator and make something good, but it's a lifestyle.
Okay, so what was different then in terms of what you were serving? Because as the doctor mentioned, you're not changing, that you still can go to the supermarket and buy the stuff. You're not buying pre-wrapped, pre-ready food. What did you change?
Elimination of a lot of things like sugars, carbohydrates and starches early, and then you get to add a few of those things back in later. But the sugar, I think, was the big thing for me.
Really? Well, it clearly worked, because we want to show you a photo. This is John, the after, but look at the before, plus about, what, 40 pounds?
Just about 40.
Very nice. And how long did that take?
Lost the weight in about 4.5 months and kept it off since then.
So about 10 pounds a month, about 2.5 pounds a week. That's impressive. And to add a little icing on top, your wife took part in the program as well, and she lost even more.
She lost 55 pounds to date. Still not quite at her goal weight, but getting there slowly but surely, but doing very well, and we're both feeling good.
Take us through the challenge after the fact, because again, you hear stories of folks who lose weight easily, but what do you do with your clients to keep that weight off down the line?
Well, we stick with them, and first of all, I just want to mention that John cut all of his medications in half after we finished the program.
Okay,
so it's not a short-term fix. We get them to where they need to be short-term, but we continue to monitor them ad infinitum. So if, we want them to learn the lifestyle changes and build them into their daily existence, but if they hit a sticking point or a rough patch or something, they know they can always pick up the phone or text us, and we'll be right there to help them through it.
Sure. Doctor says 3 offices, and by the way, there's the picture. That's a thin couple right there. That 8 months later, that's a couple that feels good and looking pretty happy, right?
I think we are.
Good, very nice,
Thank
nice.
you.
And again, we want to point out the doctor's got 3 offices. You are in Avon, you are in Milford, and
Glastonbury.
So you're covered all across the state. If you want some more information, we'll hook you up with him at fox61.com. Hey, continued success.
Thank you.
Because you're just teaching, but he did the work there.
Well, I'm successful with him.
Well, absolutely. I'm looking at him going, man, I need a couple of tips myself. Still to come on the Fox 61 Morning News, we have some disturbing